Today we are going to discuss about classical school of the thought for public administration. The main contributor of this discourse of the public administration were Woodrow Wilson, Leonardo D. White, W. F. Willoffley, Frederick Wilson Taylor, Henry Grant, Frank and Lillian Galbraith, Max Weber, Henry Fayol. In the previous lecture, we had discussed about Woodrow Wilson contribution because he was one of the founding father of the public administration, whose effort led to the separation of public administration from the political science field, and then it evolved as a separate field of the study. In today's lecture, we will discuss about other contributor of the classical school of the thought. Frederick Wilson Taylor is called the father of scientific management. He worked as machine operator worked as a machine operator in Mid Valley Steel Company in United States of America. He observed that the worker using shovels used for uploading coal and iron ore while using the same shovel, the one lever can lift a coal of 3.7 pound while the other lever can lift a iron ores which might be weighing a 38 pound. His question was which is the right load. So what is the maximum efficiency of the worker? In order to find the answer, he thought that he should inquire and thought. So he experimented this with the swallowing experiment. In this experiment, he selected two best shovelers and told them that they will be paid double wage if they did what was told to them. The two selected men were the best in the company. They had a reputation of working hard and honestly. The two men shoveled the whole day in two different places until they were tired but not overtired. Their supervisor noted down the following: what was the number of shovelful in a day by each worker? Weight of the load in shovel by each worker. His experiment gave him results that if different kind of the shovel were used, the shoveler can lift load between 21 pound to 38 pound. But this was possible if the worker was well trained and worked consistently. So from the result of the experiment, we will find that there is a scientific way of doing things, and he called it one of the best way to do it. Replace rule of the thumb with the sign. Obtain harmony in group action rather than discord. Achieving cooperation of the human beings rather than chaotic individualism. Working for maximum output rather than restricted output, which is also known as productivity. Developing all workers to the fullest extent for their own and company's prosperity. Workers should be carefully selected for the work. We must remember that the time period of the Taylor was mid of the 19th century and the impact of industrial revolution and the organization was imminent. The organizations were demanding more output from laborers. This demand led to dissatisfaction in the labor because the labor thought that If they give more output, more will be expected. Henry L. Gantt. Gantt also belongs to the classical school because he was also trying to focus on efficiency and maximization of the output by the workers. He emphasized the need for developing mutuality of interest between management and the labor, which he called as harmonious cooperation between the manager and the worker. He stressed that in all problem of the management of the human element is the most important. The importance of the time as well as cost in planning and controlling work is very important. This led eventually to the famous Gantt chart, which is the basis of such modern technique as the program evaluation and review technique part. So here we will see in the Gantt chart how a research writing or a thesis writing can be subdivided into different works like lecture series. We can prepare different lectures on different topics and we can deliver on different time span. Frank and Lillian Gilworth. Frank and Lillian Gilworth strongly supported the idea of Taylor. Frank and Lillian were husband and wife. Gilworth became interested in wasted motion in work. He observed the work of the bricklayers and said that it can be reduced from 18 to 5 movement. He met Taylor in 1907 and combined his idea with the Taylor to improve productivity of the worker. Frank and Lillian Gilworth emphasized flowing, application of scientific management principle, time and motion study, the need to understand workers' personality and need. So here you can see that how they emphasized on the principal application of the scientific management and understanding the personality of the worker. Here is the example of the time and motion study where you can find out how a worker can minimize the time spent in stitching. Max Weber. Max Weber is also known for giving the theory of bureaucracy. Max Weber was a lawyer who got interested in the social aspect of the organization. During his time, markets were booming and his lifelong work on the study of organization led to believe that a specific kind of the organization called bureaus will help in the growth of the market. He gave flowing characteristics of the bureaucracy: hierarchy of the authority, impersonality, written rules and documents, promotion based on achievement, specialized division of the labor, efficiency, hierarchy in various levels of the organization. First, we will discuss a bit more about them. Hierarchy of authority. Hierarchy of the authority is the various levels in the organization. Authority. Authority is the ability to exercise influence over a group of people. Weber distinguished three main types of the authority. Traditional authority, the authority that one inherit. For example, the son of the king will be the future king. Charismatic authority. It is the authority that one person possesses because of one personal trait and abilities. For example, a sports person. Additional legal authority. It is the authority that is acquired as a result of a position, like a policeman, a tax inspector. Impersonality. And to carry out his duty. He does not own the means of the administration. Activities are completed impersonally, which means that the self of individual is not involved in the work. Written rules and document. Bureaucracy demands that the written rules of the organization be strictly followed and that the official remain loyal. All the work in the organization is written. Compliance to the written instruction is necessary. Promotion based on achievement. Bureaucracy requires the task assigned to an official performed and completed in inefficient manner and effective manner. The promotion is based on the level of the skills and ability of the officials or the workers who are working in the organization. A specialization or division of the labor. Each person should perform in a given assigned task. A person assigned the task of typing should only perform that task. In this way, his efficiency will also increase. Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol is called the father of modern management theory. He was a French industrialist. His book on general administration appeared in 1916. It was written in French and later translated in other languages. Fayol found that activities of the industrial undertaking can be grouped into six parts. Let's see what are those parts. Production, commercial, financial, security, accounting, and management. So productions mean production of any goods or service. Commercial mean how you are selling your service or products. Finance mean how you are operating through the financial institution, like the how you are selling, the mechanism through which you are selling and purchasing the products and services. Security, protection of the property through the copyright, trademark, and other means. Accounting, which means bookkeeping and keeping the detail of the accounts, auditing it. Managerial, it means overall management of the organization. Principle of the management. So there are different various principles of the management: division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, respect for agreement, unity of command, receive order from one superior only, subordination of the individual interest to the general interest. The manager should work in the interest of the organization. Remuneration method of the payment should be fair and give maximum satisfaction to employer and employees both. Centralization, the extent to which the authority is concentrated in one person or dispersed in the organization. A scalar chain, the line of authority or chain of command. Order, a place for everything and everything is in place. Equity, justice and fairness on the part of the manager. Stability of tenure of person who are working in the organization. Initiative, keenness to work. Spirit de corps, that is union is a strength. Teamwork is very important in the good working of the organization. So we will now study about the main features of the classical school. The task of the administration is not political but technical, that is only carry out the will of the political authority. Its emphasis is on the material and method instead of human elements in the organization. It treats people as a cog in the machines. People in the organization were like other machines and tools. Focus was to increase the productivity in the organization. It improves organizational efficiency and ensures high productivity due to economic incentives to the worker. Later on, there was a human relation approach. This approach started as a reaction to the classical approach, which focused more on the efficiency of the workers and increasing the productivity of the workers. This was initiated in 1930s with the human relation movement. Research and theory development in the 1950s and 60s provided further conceptual grounding to this school of the thought. Thank you. Thank you for discussion. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned, and you can listen more lectures on public administration and other subjects. Thank you.